God bless you. I was just sitting here thinking about humility. You know, the scriptures declare and it says, "Let the humble be exalted, and let those who exalt themselves be abased." Humility is the key. Um, it's a key kingdom attribute. I mean, we all want to be promoted. We all want to be affirmed. We all want to be substantiated. We all want to be held up in the light of day. But folks, when our press gets to be more than God's press, there's a problem. I was speaking with a young man because he, is the armor bearer that's assigned to me during a particular season. And he's driving me around the city. And, I wanted to let him know that I always promise that whenever I would be the one sitting in the back seat being driven around town, that I would remember those days when I was the person driving. During the season at the top of Bishop Patterson's ministry, I was the transportation coordinator for Temple Deliverance. And I sat in the car with nearly every gospel great, or had someone else pick them up, or was in the car behind them, or whatever. And some of my greatest heroes in preaching, once you ride in the car with them, you find out that they're not exactly who they seem to be on the stage. So I always promise to stay humble. No matter how gifted you are, no matter how many gifts you have, this is the incredible truth, that even if you can hoop better than everybody, preach better than everybody, teach and prophesy better than anyone else, there still is yet to be a human that we found a way that when your body needs to release, that you still gotta either sit down or have it pulled out through tubes. Your body still has to release waste, no matter who you are. I mean, when you thinking that you're greater than everybody else, when you think that you're on the other level, just stop making bathroom visits and you'll find out that you're the same. Folks, it's all about God. The folks that are leading the pack right now, the people that are way out front, that can change in a New York minute. God always is the consummate coach, that he can determine at what point he wants to bring some people to the bench and put some people into the game. Psalm 75 says promotion doesn't come from the north, the south, the east, or the west, but it comes from above. It says that God is the judge. He setteth down one and raises up another. Promotion's in God's hand. So my brother and my sister, this whole edict, this whole message on today is to stay humble. If you take low, you take low. I'm not saying be a walk as less than, or walk as some subordinate, but if you don't have to believe all of your press, if you don't have to get hypnotized by all your likes and your reshares, and you stay humble, God can take you to incredible heights. And the scriptures declare that it was the stone that the builders rejected that became the chief stone of the corner. Folks, you got to remember that when all these folks, because I at 50 years old, I have become so resolute that all of this shoulder rubbing and name dropping and being named among the named among ain't nothing. When the harvest team's pressing on you, they're not going to go and check Facebook to see how many reshares and how many likes you got. Or, when you're sick in the hospital, they're going to, it is what it is. We're all connected. We're all have our own shortcomings. Each one of us has it may not be, everyone doesn't have the same shortcoming, but we all have shortcomings. We all have an appointment with death. So folks, stay humble. Because your nose up in the air and you feeling like your mind's in the clouds and you're on another level. You can't do anything about the storm. You can't even add 1 cubit to your stature. So folks, humility is the key. If you do the work and you let God get the credit, there's no limit to what you can do. Stay humble. Be blessed.